Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the second video of this of our new channel. Along Came a Spider. So I just wanted to kind of cover a few things today on this particular video, and just what made us buy this, you know? what made us buy this beautiful machine. You know, so I kind of wanted just to go through some of those things just with you guys today, just to describe what made us come to the decision to buy this. So so I'm 51. I'm just gonna get, do you know, I'm just gonna get on top because it's just easier. Let me just do this. I know this video, apologies for the video, it's just a phone. I know. Oh, I might get myself a GoPro or something, so we'll see. So I'm 51 years old. I've been driving cars for all that time, since I was 17 years old. We're in the UK. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna go back on I'm gonna go on a passenger seat because I can sit against the backrest. It's starting to rain a little bit outside as well, so so yeah, kind of. So I'm 51. The missus is 53. We've been driving for a long time, but I've always had that, I don't know, niggling interest in bikes. You know, I've never ridden apart from an electric bike, I've never ridden a proper, what I would say, a proper two-wheeled motorcycle. So we kind of toyed with that idea for a bit. We even went up the Harley Davidson store just up the road from us and looked at some of the beautiful machines up there, and just, you know, but it's when we got onto obviously you need to be trained, and in the UK you have to go through the CBT, which will qualify you for there's a few birds on there. Apologies if there's a few bird sounds. So there's a lot of birds in this area. So there's a lot of training, and do you know what, I just couldn't be bothered. I'll be honest, with the two-wheeled training, the CBT, and then going on to doing other stuff. It just seemed a lot of work, and I really respect those people that go through that, you know. But I'm not great with those sort of things. I'm all right with practical learning, but when it comes to the exams and stuff, oh my god, I'll be there all day trying to pass those, you know. So so we kind of canned that idea, and it's only till we noticed a Facebook post. One of our friends that lives down in Cornwall, this person is instrumental to why I'm sat on this Spider right now, and she's called Wiz, and a big shout out to you, Wiz, because Wiz bought a trike, a Yamaha I think it is, and it's one wheel at the front, two at the back, lovely looking bike, and she was having an absolute blast. And I thought, and she said, you know, you can ride these things on just a normal car license. So I thought, okay. So then I just started looking around and just seeing what was out there, and looking at what things were for sale, etc., down here in Devon. There's not a huge amount in Devon. There's lots on eBay, etc. But I just got drawn to the site, the trike guy he's based in the Peak District, just very close to Buxton. You can Google him, have a look at some of his stuff. So you know what, we took a couple of days off work. We got in the camper van, and we drove up. And initially, you know, when I started looking at these things, I was kind of drawn to the Harley Davidson tri-glides, etc. And I didn't like the look of these Can-Ams, I've got to be honest. The missus said, oh, what about a Can-Am? I said, oh, I don't want one of them. But the more I started reading about these, learning about them, understanding how they operate, the safety, because you've got the two wheels in the front there, the steering is so planted, and it's so responsive, and it's so safe. It's got all this technical, you know, the traction control and the computerized suspension, etc. So it remains. I did hear that apparently these things have technology on them that are used in Formula One cars. I don't know how true that is, but you know, these things are amazing. So yeah, so in a nutshell, we went up to the track guy, and we saw this and we looked at it, and it was you know, one of the last ones in the showroom. You know, it's brand new. This is the 2023 model. They did have a 2024 model, but this one particular came with a 5-year warranty. So it was kind of a no-brainer, to be honest. And just, yeah, it just, you know, what I heard about the stability of these things and how safe they are. I'm not saying by any stretch that the other types of trikes are not safe, because, you know, it depends how you ride them, etc. But, you know, these, you know, I think the chance of tipping one of these over, you'd have to be going crazy. You know. And incidentally, I put some fuel in this the other day, and it was half full, and it cost me £13 to fill it up to the top. 13 quid, you know. Wow. I mean, it's just insane. so yeah, that's so, you know, that's kind of where I am, really, with this. So I just thought I would kind of share, you know, what inspired us so to buy this over anything else. And that's, like I say, down to lovely Wiz down in Cornwall, which we'll hope to get down to see her. We can take it down, we can meet her for a coffee, and that would be really cool, and just hang out with some fellow trikers. But yeah, and, you know, I must admit, getting the insurance for this wasn't particularly easy. You know, I'll be honest, there was quite a lot of insurance companies that kind of didn't provide a quotes and stuff. I tried about 10 insurance companies roughly, and only 2 I could get insurance with. So, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but you just have to do some you know, do some due diligence and your homework, and just various insurance companies. I mean, we settled for a company called MSM, so that's Mike Sierra Mike, and MSM Insurance. Many thanks to you, and, you know, it's great. They've been great, and you know, feel absolutely chuffed to bits that we've got this, and we're riding it around. Like I say, you know, we go out early in the morning when there's no traffic to minimize any you know, mitigate any risks, etc. To us, kind of, while we kind of build ourselves up to it. I must admit, I was quite worried about riding this thing. It was really intimidating to start with, and I mean, it took me half a day just to start it. Just not that it's difficult to start, because it isn't, but just to get over the wow factor, and like, oh my god, you know, this is insane, really intimidating. I don't think I've ever been quite as intimidated with riding something, to be honest. But you can't fall, it doesn't fall over, because it's, you know, it's 3 wheels. But honestly, I got halfway down the street. I took it out for the first maiden little trip just down the street a couple of times, and it just felt, literally within 10 minutes, it felt great. And it's a little bit of a learning curve, but not much, you know. The brake pedal is just down there. You know, it's so easy to just have your foot, and you could just literally just do that. And it's just getting used to that, and also using the turn signals. There's a little horn here, there's the lights, the mode button, and the parking brake is just here, you know. So yeah, so that's kind of, I just wanted to kind of cover some of those things, really, just what inspired us to buy this, because there was also I think it's the F3 as well, and I think this one just seemed, because it's more of a touring machine, this is the RT the limited, the RTL. So it has, you know, these nice footboards, the comfy seats, and this windshield here, this raises. You've got a little button just there, and you can raise this up to give you a bit more wind protection, you know. And it just seemed, yeah, just a little bit more, and you kind of sat more on it rather than in it, if that makes sense. Because I mean, the F3s, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful machines, you know, but this just seemed to tick all the boxes for us, you know. It's got a 1330 Rotax engine. It sounds amazing. So yeah, I just thought I would just share that with you guys, just in case you're thinking about buying one of these, and kind of what inspired us to buy this over anything else. And we do have a garage in Ilfracombe, I believe, Hilltop Garage, I think it is. But we're going to take it for its first service, I think. I don't think I'm going to try this myself, even though it seems quite straightforward. I think I'd rather take it to a proper Can-Am dealer. Now this particular model didn't have any miles on it whatsoever, so I know it's 600 miles, and we needed to get an oil change done. So I think I've done 54 miles at the moment, so I'm going to wait till 500, and then I'm going to head up to Ilfracombe to get the guys to give it an oil change and new oil filter. That's all we need to do at 600 miles, just to get, you know, because obviously we're still running it in, you know, so I'm just taking it really easy around. I'm not revving it hard, no heavy braking, etc, etc, and keeping the speed kind of different, you know, so taking it on kind of short routes, you know, where you're varying the engine revolutions. I mean, I've read the manual back to front. It all says it quite clearly in there. So yeah, so there you go. This is I just thought I'd share this quick video with you guys, just to give you some inspiration if you're thinking about buying one of these, you know. It's yeah, hopefully this video might might help you make up your minds. If you, I'm saying too much, it drives me insane. So there you go, guys. If you've got any questions about this particular, if there's any other questions at all, just reach out, you know, just send it in, put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer all your comments. So in the next video, I think I'm going to do a little, just to go over the fluids and stuff and where to check things, because yeah, things like oil, where to put the fuel, how to pop the trunks maybe, and how to remove the front service cover, which I've not actually seen any videos on that yet. So I'm going to do one for you guys that would help you check the coolant, and because there's just no videos on this, so that one's going to be coming up soon. So yeah, it'd be lovely to, if you're watching this video, if you find it helpful, please hit the thumbs up, you know, the usual, subscribe, you know, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, alright, catch you in the next one. Bye bye.